All right. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, women entrepreneurs. Welcome to the Women in Digital Business. This is a network that offers many programs that are designed to help women thrive in the digital space by giving them skills that they need to be able to step out into the digital space. The program that I will be taking you through is called the Foundations Program on Digital Skills. This is one of the courses that is offered by the Women in Digital Business. So I say karibu sana, drum roll. Thank you so much for showing up. I am so glad. I can't wait. I am excited about this journey and where it is we will be going with you. So a little bit about me. I mentioned earlier, my name is Lilian Macharia, and I am a corporate trainer, a business coach, as well as a management consultant. So apart from doing work in the corporate scene, I'm also very passionate about supporting business owners to build stress-free businesses that fill up their bank accounts and free up their time. Because really, we want to engage in businesses which not only fulfill our passions, not only fulfill our purpose, but they also do give us some money at the end of the day. And we don't want to be doing it and in the process getting overwhelmed in it. So I am here. I'm passionate about helping people, especially business owners, small business owners, to be able to do exactly that. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're in search of such a lifestyle, then you are in the right place. Karibu, once again, may you find value in this program. And then let's do the first things first and fast. The first one, like I had said, is whitelist our email that comes to you. It reads as Lilian at High Achievers. For you who have not even received any communication from us so far, it means either the email is going into your spam folder, or if you're on Gmail, it might be going to your promotions tab. And we want to bring it to your primary folder. So right now, if you have your phone with you or you're on your laptop, kindly do go and look for the last email from Lilian at High Achievers. Then you click on it and then now move it to your primary folder so that you whitelist us, so that anytime I send out an email reminding us about meetings, reminding us about maybe coaching sessions that could be coming up, you're able to see it on time so that you can plan around. Okay. Then the second one is, if you have not yet done so, join the WhatsApp group, because that will be another channel of communication. That will also be a channel for peer-to-peer learning and for just discussing what we do, and so that you can get the support of the others. And the link has been shared by Doreen in the chat. Kindly do click on it so that you get to join the WhatsApp group. And then sign in to the WIDB portal. There's some people who were confusing registering for the program with signing in into the portal. Now, the portal offers you access to the WIDB content. That is the content that after we do the webinars, you will be going through the module content, and then that is the place where even the tasks for every week will be in. So it will be very good that you sign up so that you're able to move in tab. When we come for the webinars, you already know what that week is about, what we are discussing, etc. And then last but not least, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is called the Business Wellness Roundtable by High Achievers. And here is where we shall be posting recordings of these webinars. We shall also be posting when we have monthly webinars where I get to invite a subject matter expert. That is the same place where we shall be posting the videos, where after the expert comes to talk to us. So far, we have had experts come to talk to us about taxation and bookkeeping. We had another one talking to us about HR for business owners. We had another one talking to us about getting clients on Google. So it will be good for you to subscribe to the channel so that you're also able to benefit from all those videos. And to start us off, I have this quote from Marianne Williamson. It's a quote that it's extracted from a poem that she wrote, and it says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. You're playing small." Let me repeat that. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. Take a moment, ladies. Look at that statement. Let it speak to you and share in the chat which sentence, which word spoke to you, which sentence after you read it, you're like, that could be me, or that could be somebody that I know. Let's see in the chat which sentence from this quote has spoken to you. All right. Okay, so the introductions, we shall not repeat this. For those who have joined later, we had a session of introductions. You could still go ahead and introduce yourself in the chat. Let us know your name, the name of your business, and what products and services you offer, and what you expect to gain from this course. All right. Okay. So talking about the courses, this course is called the Foundations Program on Digital Skills, and it has, this is how we are going to be offering it. It is the delivery modality is that it will be hybrid in the sense that there will be live webinars like this one that you are attending. And then there's also self-paced learning where now you get into the WIDB portal and then you're able to access information from there. Then apart from that, the self-guided modules, they are self-paced. You have a week. Ideally, you have a week to complete a module. That is why the program takes 5 weeks, because there are 5 modules. And then the tasks are also 5. At the end of every module, there is a task that you are asked to do. And then when you do it, when you get to complete it, now you're able to move to the next task. Okay, then the other thing is that we shall be having these webinars weekly on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Unless otherwise communicated, that those are the planned and scheduled days. So what you can do is the link that you used to log in into this webinar today, put it in your calendar, because we will be using the same link for the entire 5 weeks. So every Tuesday, 7 p.m., we have a date, ladies. All right. Then there is the WhatsApp group that I have mentioned. Kindly do join the group. There is a lot of benefit that you will get from being in that WhatsApp group. And the Foundations program has several goals that the WIDB envisioned, and it forms the fundamental for you to be able to take up other courses within WIDB. The first one is that it offers you foundational knowledge and insights for digital entrepreneurship. There are people who come here and their businesses are like 0.05% digitized. And then from the lessons learned, they are able to increase their level of digitization and digitalization. And then it also gives you the digital tools that you can be able to use in your business to enhance business efficiency and also to help you be more responsive to the needs of the customers, because the 21st century customer, they don't do mediocre. So they don't want that they place an order with you and you're delivering it after 4 or 5 days. No, they want efficiency, they want speed, and they want quality. And so this program gives you lets you get to a point of understanding of tools that you can adopt in your business. Then the third one, and the apex of the program, is that it helps you to make strategic decisions on the digital transformation journey that you want. How far do you want to take your digital transformation? We're all different. And in the process or the journey of digitalization and digital transformation, it is just like investment. You know, the way we can all go and attend a class on personal financial management and investment vehicles. Then there are those who will play it slightly safer because they're not very sure about adopting things they're not very conversant with. Then there are those who just take it in and run with it. So make the strategic decisions based on your personality and the type of business you're working with and the level or the stage at which your business is at. Don't copy what your colleague is doing. Do what is best by you and for you with the lessons that we share. And the schedule for us, the weekly schedule will be as follows. The Monday is an opportunity for you to log into the portal and get to go through the module content for that week. Every week has a module content, and once you get to the end of the module, you click exit module. That is when it is records as a completed module. Don't exit by, flipping your laptop or, shutting down the browser. No, you have to click exit module. And then on Tuesday is when we get to attend the live webinars like we are doing today. And then on Wednesday to Friday, we undertake the tasks that are assigned for that week. Then Saturday is for catching up, just in case you're lagging behind, just in case maybe when you give your responses for your tasks, you feel, I didn't think through it enough. Let me go and redo some of them. So Saturday is for catching up. And then Sunday, it is for us to relax because you know what? We are women and women need beauty sleep for us to be refreshed to come and start the week again. So that will be the program as scheduled. Like I mentioned, don't forget to join the WhatsApp group. When once you're in there, do not disappear into oblivion. Ask questions, give value where you can, and let us know what you do. You never know, we might become one of your clients. I once attended a webinar and we were really challenged that don't show up and do nothing. I read you the quote by Mariam Williamson. There's nothing enlightened about you shrinking so that other people don't get uncomfortable in your presence or by what you're doing, the exploits, the business exploits you're having. Talk. It doesn't make sense for you to be the best baker. You have the most delicious cakes and nobody talks about it. You don't talk about it. Nobody knows. It's only you, maybe your husband and your kids, and maybe your cat. Those are the only people who know how good your cake is. Even your next door neighbor doesn't know how good your cake is. Please, let us not shrink. Let the words by Mariam speak to us. Do not let the fear of how good you are be the reason why you're not thriving. All right, ladies, show up and be seen, be noticed. So in our weekly agenda, every time when we come to the webinar, we will have the first 5 minutes for introductions. Anybody who has something to celebrate will share with us. And then the 10 minutes to recap the previous week's modules. And then 40 minutes to engage with the module content to get to see what was that module for the week all about. And then at the end, we'll have participants' testimonials and Q&As. So at this moment, any questions? Anybody with a question, you can put up your hand or you can put it in the chat. Doreen, is there any question?
No questions at the moment.
No questions. Okay, so if we are good so far, let's see a thumbs up emoji then. If so far everything is good for you and you're ready now to get into the real business. All right. So I have done this program severally. I have other cohorts that I have taken through the program, and there's some frequently asked questions that they ask. The first one is this program for product-based businesses or is it for service-based businesses? Now, the program is for women entrepreneurs, regardless of whether you sell physical, tangible products or you're selling services. It is for everyone who has a business and is a woman, that is. The reason why people ask, why is it for women? I even got, as I was sending out the marketing information this week, I got men coming into my DM to ask, now what is going to happen to the men? Unfortunately, this is a funded program. This is a program that ILO funded for women, and so only women can get certified. That does not mean a man cannot log in into the webinars and just absorb the information from the webinars. But for certification purposes, it is a women only, women entrepreneurs program. And then what happens if I miss a session? Just in case, life happens on us, and at times we are not able to attend sessions as scheduled. This is what I would say. I have been in places where I'm also a student, and we are required to be in for the webinars. And I can tell you for a fact, the energy that you get when you attend the live session is very different from the energy that you get when you get to watch the recording. So I would urge, let us at least make an effort to be coming in for the sessions live. However, if that is not possible, there will be a recording that we will share, so you can always still go in and listen. But purpose to be there for the live. There's a lot of chemistry that happens when people are live. And another one is, why is my module not showing done? Yet I went through the content. Like I had mentioned earlier, when you get to the end of the modules will be several pages. You going through the pages, reading the content as is. When you get to the very end, you should click exit module. Yes, Doreen, I see your hand is raised.
It's okay, you should have finished, but it's just a question regarding the modules from Mercy Sabala. She's asking, can the weekly module content be posted on the WhatsApp group?
Can module content be posted in the WhatsApp group? No, because it is on a learning, it's not a PDF document or a PowerPoint. It is on a learning management system. So it is inside that, it's hosted by Moodle. Moodle is one of the most popular learning management systems. So unfortunately, I cannot be able to extract it and send it out to you. You have to keep clicking to move to another page. At times they have live questions that you choose, click the multiple choice like that. So unfortunately, you would need to be in the portal for you to be able to access it. Have I answered your question fully?
Yes, you have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mercy. Okay, so the next question is, are these sessions recorded? Yes, they are. So you will be able to get to listening to the recordings at the end of every the session. And then, do I have to go through the module content, or is attending the webinars enough? Okay. Now, for this question, I will say this. There's a lot of value that you get when you come in for the webinars, the live webinars. However, there is way more content, way more depth and detailed explanation of some of the concepts that you will get if you go into the portal. That is the first thing I will say. The webinars are good, but the portal now solidifies and cements what is discussed in the module, in the live webinars. Now, that is the first thing. The second one is, once you go through the portal, the 5 modules and the 5 accompanying tasks, at the end of the program, there is a certificate that is issued. And the certificate looks like this. This was my certificate. In fact, I was shocked to learn that I got this certificate exactly 1 year ago. Today is June 17th. I got it June 17th, 2024. So this is how the certificate looks. As you can see, it has the logo for the Women in Digital Business on the left. Then on the top right, it has the ILO, International Labour Organization logo. It has ITC. ITC is International Training Center of ILO. And then it has also the Microsoft logo because Microsoft is one of the partners in this program. Now, you might say, okay, this is just a certificate that you get online. It's a certificate that, you don't need to do a lot. There's no academic, there's no rigorous examining for you to get this certificate. And in any case, it's a certificate of completion. But let me tell you, you never know which place or where this kind of a certificate can come in and be of value for you. For instance, maybe you're an SME and then you realize that there is a donor who is funding businesses that are in your line of business. And one of the criteria they're using is to find out, you as a business person, how serious have you taken capacity building yourself? To how serious have you taken since you started your business? How serious are you about getting better in doing your business, acquiring entrepreneurial skills, etc.? Then you realize this certificate that has international brands logos on it can be that one certificate that if you present and show, I did this program, it was on digital skills for business women, it could make you qualify easier for the grant as you attach it in your proposal. So I keep saying, have this certificate. You never know what door the certificate will open for you. So go through the module content online so that at the end of the modules, module 5, and you submit task 5, you do the course evaluation, which is about 3-4 questions, just about your experience on the program. Then the certificate gets issued to you. So please, I would urge, let's all purpose to get to the end and get certified. Then the training content, like I mentioned, is going to be in five modules. The first one that we will be looking at today is why digitalize. And this will just help us understand what is digitization, what is digitalization, and where are you at the beginning, and where would you want to be, and maybe what are some of the steps that you would want to consider to move from analog to being a digital business. And then module 2 will be about building an online presence. And this is where you're going to look at the online space is very wide. There are different places online that you can position yourself based on your personality, number one, based on the type of business, number two, based on your target audience, also where they found. So this will help you to establish where do you want to play in the digital space, in the online space. And once you're there, how do you want to play? Do you want to be seen as this person who is associated with quality? Do you want to be seen as this person who is associated with new, emerging, and trending merchandise? Do you want, if you're a service-based business, do you want to position yourself as a thought leader in the space that you are in? Once you decide what it is you want to achieve on the online space, then now you get to choose from the wide portfolio of avenues or channels you have for playing online, which ones work best for you. And then the third one is selling online. Once you decide where in the online space you want to be, how do you now get to sell online? Here we'll be looking at what are some of the decisions you need to make. Do you want to just sell 100% on social media? Do you want to have a website that is helping you sell? Or do you want to be placing your goods in an e-commerce platform like Jumia, and then play with what works best for you? And then the module 4 will be looking at adapting other business processes. So now, because you've said you want to be online, because one of the reasons you decided as you were building an online presence was like you want at the end of the day be able to serve customers who are not within your geographical reach. So now, for you to do that, you have to adapt other business processes and bring them into your business. For instance, you could look at what courier services do I need to partner with? What shipping agencies do I need to partner with for me to be able to move my products from where we are to the client who got to see me online? If you're a service-based business, you need now to find out, since now I'm offering my services and I have gone online, what are the softwares that I need to bring in place for me to be able to offer my services in a professional manner. So those are the things that we will be looking at in Module 4. Then Module 5 is all about putting it all together, and you're planning for your future digital achievements. You'll be looking at, these are the things I said. This is how I want to build my online presence. This is how I want to start selling or continue selling online. And these are the partnerships I need to build or linkages that I need to come up with. So how do I put it all together? Now, that is what we will be doing in Module 5, coming up with a blueprint on how we are creating a digital business. All right, as I sip my coffee, anybody with a question?
We have a couple of questions in the chat box. The first one is there any physical meeting for this? Then Evelyn Kiteto, I'm so glad to be here to learn and grow together. I'm a home baker dealing with quality cakes, pastries, and snacks. My business is Hope Epicure on TikTok. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Then another question is, does the portal offer further training opportunities? So for Dinel Njoroge, the meetings are virtual. So we're doing virtual meetings. Then we have the modules on the WIDB portal. If you need support in accessing and registering on that platform, feel free to reach out. Then I'll let Wininjuki maybe elaborate more if possible. Meanwhile, over to you, Megan.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Yes, you have explained about the physical meetings. This program, we are offering it all virtually. However, as we continue to grow, as we continue to invite subject matter experts, people have come and asked whether they can be able to have a physical meeting. So once we get enough traction with people saying they want a physical meeting, we can always organize. And then instead of having that month, instead of having the subject matter expert come virtually, we invite them to where we are, and then they will get to speak to us. So that is something that we are considering, and I cannot promise when it will happen, but it's something we are considering. Lois, I see your hand is up.
Yes, it is.
Go ahead.
I am trying to open the training program in the website. The first module you say is why digitalize. But somehow I cannot access. Is it still locked, or is there something I'm not doing right? Because it looks like it is locked. I can't access anything.
Oh, so sorry about that. Can I reach out? Please give Doreen your number so that I can reach out to you and see what could be happening on your back end.
Okay, how do I give her my number? I write it here in the chat?
Yes, you can. When you go into the chat, you have the option of writing to somebody specifically.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yes, so look for Doreen Minor. Yes, and then the question of are there further trainings? Yes, once you do this foundations programs course, and then you get to the end, then it opens up now access to the others. There is a course on digital marketing. There is a course on AI. And I think they've also introduced another one. I could check, and then I'll post all the programs that are available when you finish this course. So you'll be able to see them in the portal. So yes, the WIDB network is good because they also listen to the feedback we get from women entrepreneurs. We, as the trainers, we give them feedback and we tell them people are asking for this kind of program, and then they put together a program and they put it out in the network. So it is good to have your credentials, you sign in, so that now, even after you're done with this particular program, you're able to access others that are in the portal. All right. Okay, any other question as now we move into block 1? Okay, so let's look at why digitalize? And in this particular module, we are going to be looking at 3 things that are interrelated but are have some little distinctions here and there. There's digitization, there is digitalization, and there's digital transformation. As you can see, they all start with digi. So that means we are moving from, paper, analog, manual things into digitization, etc. All the way. You start with digitization. That is the first step you take. Most likely, a good number of you have all started or are already digitized in their businesses. Then you move to digitalization, and then the apex is digital transformation. So to get an understanding, let's look at what is digitization. And it's the process of converting some of your business processes, some things you do in your business, you convert them from being analog. Analog means they are completely off a machine, they are completely off the internet, etc. You do them in a paper, or you count and write somewhere on a blackboard or a whiteboard, and that's how you keep your records. And now it is moving from those analog ways into a digital format. And an example I can give is the example of shopkeepers that have ledger books. Ledger books, this is where they keep a record of their sales. This is where they keep records of their inventory. Some of them, even this is where they keep records of their payroll. Now, this is completely analog. It is not in any machine. It is not online anywhere. So moving it into a digital document, like say Excel or Google Sheets, etc., that is digitization. So that means you have moved whatever you were doing manually or in an analog manner, you take it into a digital format. So digitization is when now you have things that are in digital format. Let me not use the word digital. They are in soft copy. They are things that you can now save into your computer, etc. That is digitization. Now, digitization is a good start, but with the way the marketplace is moving, we need to move away from just digitization into the next level of digitalization, because when we digitize things, the things most of the time are domiciled in your computer. So you have your Excel sheet, it is in your computer. You now moved from having paper invoices or cash receipts. You have them there in your computer. Only your computer knows what your business is all about. This information cannot be accessed anywhere away from your computer, either your desktop or your laptop. Now, that comes with some bit of challenges, because when you're away from that machine, you might not be able to access the document. Now we go to digitalization. And this is now where now you take your digitized documents and not only just have them as soft copy documents domiciled in your computer, you put them into the interwebs. So you can access them. You can even now start collaborating. You're able to work together collaboratively. I am from the mountain, so some words are crazy. But now you can have different people in your business, or maybe you and your bookkeeper who is not in your office, you're able to work on the same document together. That is digitalization. It helps to improve processes and workflows. And examples of digitalization is where you take your records of customers that you had put in an Excel sheet. Maybe you had your customer name, their email address, their telephone number, and maybe the kind of products or services they normally buy from you. Now you take that into a customer relationship management software. Now, the beauty is, one, you can access them in places away from your physical office. Then the second beauty is majority of these softwares are able to help you conduct analytics. So as you are looking through your customer, you want to do an analysis to find out, say, what day of the month do I get the most inquiries? If you are like me, like now, the way you people were registering for this program via Zoom, after this, we will go with Doreen and we will do an analysis to find out how many came and said they knew us through WhatsApp. How many came and said they knew us through Facebook? How many were referrals? So that now, as we analyze, we know the next time we're having a marketing campaign, this is one of the best places to get. And then when it came to registration, which hours after we put out the marketing material, when did we get the most people register for the webinar? So that is the advantage or the step up of digitalization from digitization. And one of the digitalized thing that we all know is Zuri. Zuri from Safaricom. She is a chatbot and she is there. She has taken the FAQs that Safaricom has been developing over time. They have been fed into the chatbot. And when you ask Zuri a question, she responds very quickly. There are very few scenarios where Zuri is completely unable to respond to your query and has to now escalate it. It helps in efficiencies. It helps in reducing the number of people who have to be there online 24/7 to respond. Zuri is online. Zuri responds to 10 questions, 100 questions from customers almost simultaneously. She helps Safaricom be able to provide more efficiencies for the customer. Then the third one now is digital transformation. This is where now you migrate nearly all or all of your processes and you put them online. Better still, when you're said to be fully digitally transformed or your business has gone through a full digital transformation, it means customers know about you online. They don't know where your shop is. They don't know whether the shop is green, black, or blue. It doesn't matter. They got to know about you online. So that means your marketing is online. All right. The next thing, after they get to know you, they are able to browse through your portfolio or your catalog to see what you do online without them having to go like, hello, I saw you have some pink dresses. What sizes are they? They're able to go through your catalog online, make a decision. I am a size 14 and I like pink, not the blue. I will buy the pink. Then after they browse the catalog, they are able to make a purchase online. So they go, they put the product into the cart, and then once they get the product into the cart, they don't have to ask you again, does your phone have Fuliza? Can I send you the money? I want to buy the blue dress or I want to buy the pink dress. They go straight into the cart. You have a payment gateway that has been embedded into your shopping cart. They make the payment. And then after they make the payment, you show them these are the delivery options that we offer. We can offer to deliver to you using G4S. It comes at X amount of money. We can offer to deliver to you using 2NK Circle. It comes at, you can do it using a boda. You can do it using Super Metro. The customer, you give them the options. They look at how much it costs for each of the choices, and then they make a decision and they click, and that's it. So the courier services are added to their purchasing price, and they go through the entire process from creating awareness that you exist to getting to know what kinds of products and services you're offering, to being able to purchase the product online, to being able to pay for the product online, and 3, getting it into a courier that will deliver it to the customer. That is when you say your business has gone through digital transformation. It has put in all these things in one place. The customer never needs to leave the digital space to engage with you offline for the service to be delivered or for the product to be delivered. And one good example I can give of digital transformation, for those of us who've been around the sun long enough, we know how crazy it was to access government services. Now we have eCitizen that not only has it brought government services online, it has made so many of them seamless. I don't need to visit any government office. If I am renewing, okay, this is the analog driver's license. If I want to renew it, all I need to do is go to eCitizen, then go to NTSA, and then renew my license. They give you the amount of money, and then they push it to my phone. So all I need to do is put in my M-Pesa PIN, and that's it. I get the downloaded driver's license, and I'm able to print it, and I'm good to go. Oh my God. When I first got my driver's license, one, getting the license was a nightmare. Two, you needed to go to a government office to renew it. So you needed to carry cash money and then renew it. Now we don't do all that. That service has undergone full digital transformation, and therefore now you can be able to do it. That is where you should seek to have your business get into. Does that mean you do away completely with your brick and mortar business? No, this could be a value add that you're adding to your business. I don't know how many of you have shopped with Carrefour. Carrefour is another one that has gone through a very, very dynamic digital transformation. You shop online. Carrefour, you can even replace, their bags, the one that has the lion on it. You replace it as the new delivery is coming, you replace the old one. You give them the old one to take back to Carrefour, and then you're left with the new one. Like, seriously, how convenient can life get? Where would you want your business to be? Do you want to be digitized? Do you want to be digitalized? Do you want to undergo a digital transformation? At the end of the day, depending on where your vision is at, you will be able to make a decision on where it is you want to be. So just to recap what digitalization and digital transformation is: one, converts analog data into digital format. Then the other one, digitalization, develops processes with your digitized documents. You take them through a software or an app where now you can be able to do run. I don't know whether to use the word algorithms, but you can run different things to conduct or to analyze the data that you have. Then digital transformation is where now you put your products, like I would use the analogy of a mall. When you go to the mall, you can have your hair done, you can do your shopping, you can buy your handbag, you can buy your dress, you can go and have coffee at Java, all without ever leaving the precincts of the mall. That is what digital transformation is. You get in, you can do all the things you want to do with that business without ever leaving or going offline to conduct or to interact with the business owners. Any questions so far? Because this sets the foundation for the other modules that we will be covering. Any questions?
We have one question from Winnie. Will the notes be shared on WhatsApp?
Sorry, which the notes? Which
Yes.
notes? Winnie, maybe you can explain which notes do you want shared on WhatsApp?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like the slide that is on the screen now, will you share it, or should we try and write down, because we are listening and writing notes at the same time?
Okay, yes. What I can do is I can provide them in PDF format in the WhatsApp group. Yes, that I will do.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Any other question? I see we are almost, our time is almost up, so let me just bring it to conclusion. So examples of digital transformation, I'm sure some of you might not relate with my examples because they happened like before Christ. Like the postal telegram, long time ago, if we ever needed to send a message quickly, faster than the letter in the envelope, we used to use the telegram. So the telegram is you take yourself physically to a post office. Let me explain for those who might think this telegram is the one that is similar to WhatsApp. This one is the postal telegraph. So you would take yourself, say you wanted a message to go very, very quickly, you would take yourself to the post office, then write the message and give it to the person behind the desk. Then this person would call. Let me say I'm in Nairobi. I need to send a message to Mombasa, to somebody, and it is urgent. They need to get wind of that message quickly. So they would call Post Office Mombasa. So this guy is reading what I've written. Come home very quickly. The cow has given birth. So here, the person in Nairobi reads it to the operator, the telephone operator in Mombasa. The one in Mombasa reads it, and then after that, they are asked, what is the post office box for that other person. So you will say maybe like 270 Mombasa. So the person in Mombasa takes that message that they received via phone and puts it inside the postal box. So when your friend, your uncle, your whoever is in Mombasa, they're like, even thinking about it, I'm getting a headache. That is how now you would get a quick message sent to somebody who has no access to a landline. Remember, it is only as quick as that person visits the post office. If they don't visit the post office, then the telegram will be just as late as a regular letter. But at least it worked when you really needed, especially things that needed very quick notice, like bereavement. That was the only way to send it. Now we have gone digitally transformed. You don't need to do that. You just need to be online. The other person is online, or the next time they're online, they will find a WhatsApp message for you, from you. It will even have images. The other one is the money order. Hey, same thing. If you wanted to send money, you needed to go with your money to the post office, then you fill out the form, you give them the money, then they send that thing. It looked almost like a check leaf. They send it to the other person you wanted to send money. Then that person now is able to go to the post office with that check leaf and their identity card, and they're able to get money. So you can imagine how quickly, quote unquote, that used to happen. But now we have M-Pesa and we send money instantly. A more recent one, this one maybe the millennials might understand it, is when long time if we wanted to watch videos, we had to go and borrow them from a video library. So you borrow, you're given 3 days, you have to return in 3 days. If it's not ready in 3 days, I mean, if you don't return in 3 days, then you are charged a penalty. Nowadays, you just need to be in your house. You can wake up and decide before you even take a shower, I want to watch a movie, go online in your Netflix, and you're able to access your movie. Digital transformation. You don't need to get out of where you are for you to be able to perform that service. That is digital transformation. So very quickly, let's look at two people. One is doing a physical business. The other one is a service business. Amina owns an African attire boutique, and Annabelle is a career coach. And let's look at the journey. During their analog phase, Amina managed her inventory manually. She kept records in ledger books, and she relied on word of mouth for visibility. Then Annabelle, on the other hand, in her analog phase, she held physical coaching sessions. So for you to be able to acquire her service, you needed to either go to where she is or she came to where you are. And she kept coaching notes in notebooks. Then they went through digitization. Amina bought a computer and learned basic skills. And then she created digital files for inventory, customer information, financial records. Annabelle, on the other hand, created digital files for coaching notes. Then they decided, apart from having things in our computers, we want to put them out in the internet. So they went through digitalization. Amina launched a website where she's able to showcase her African attire. And then she used message applications like WhatsApp for Business to contact customers. Then Annabelle, on the other hand, got an email management system, and she subscribed to online meeting software. So she no longer needed to have you physically go to her office for you to receive coaching. And the email management system means that she could send reminders. She could come up with a drip email to welcome you once you subscribe to become to be coached by her, to have reminders for meetings, and then also to send you your notes, your coaching notes online. She subscribed to an email management system. Then they went through the digital transformation. Now, Amina not only has a website, she has an e-commerce, because a website, you can only use it to showcase your product. If somebody wants to buy, they have to call the number, contact us. They call the number and they're like, I'm looking for that shoe or that blue kitenge. Now, with an e-commerce website, the customers can come in and browse her catalog and purchase the clothes without having to call Amina or anybody who works in her business. And she integrated social media platforms to engage with her customers. So the social media platforms also bring traffic into the e-commerce website. And as for Annabelle, the service provider, she got a dynamic website with a meeting scheduler. So you go in there if you want to book a meeting. You don't have to call her to ask, hey, Annabelle, are you available on Friday morning? You just go in and look at her calendar, and you can slot your timings in a slot when she's free. And so once customers book, now they receive an invoice that is automated by the system. And as soon as they receive the invoice, the payment gateway pops up. So the customer makes a payment, and now you get scheduled for your appointment with her. And then she added AI transcriber to her online meetings so that after every meeting, she doesn't need to go down and now type out the things she wrote. As soon as the meeting is over, she gets a report from the AI transcriber that was in the meeting as they were having the discussions. So let's hear from you. Where are you at? Who is completely analog here? Everything is pen and paper. If there's a fire, that is it. Your records are gone. Who is completely analog? I'd like to hear your comments. Or who has digitized some of their records, but maybe not all of them? Who has digitalized? They now have apps and softwares that they're using to run their business. Where are you at? I would like to hear. You can put in the chat, or like we said, don't hide. Tell us where you are, so that it's only by admitting where you are that you can strategize to where you'd want to get to.
For me, Jane, I'm analog.
You're analog, yes. So have you picked a few lessons? We will be looking next week on creating an online presence so that you can get to see where you need to start, at least going offline in some areas.
Completely. It is fantastic, yes.
Okay, asante sana. Who else would like to say where they are?
70% digital, SE.
SE, you're 70% digital. Are you just digitized, or have you digitalized? Are your systems?
I've digitalized.
I'm
a digital marketer, though freshly in last week. I'm marketing for a florist farm. Yes, so I'm here to get more skills on how to operate in Instagram and LinkedIn.
Oh, wow, that is good. That is fantastic. You're in the right place.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So the task one that you will find in your module for this week is a very easy yes, no question. It will just be helping you to understand where exactly are you at in your digitalization journey. Even if you score, you only get 2 yeses and all the others are no. Don't beat yourself up. It just shows where you are and what you need to do in order to get more yeses in this questionnaire. So I would ask you to go through the module content and then undertake this task. This is going to be the easiest task of all of them, because the others, they will require you to type in answers or responses. So what's your end game? Let's just assuming you take that questionnaire and you discover that, yes, you have a business, you have customers, you actually have revenue. So you have something going for you. But when it is weighed in the digital space, it looks like this red Volkswagen. Volkswagens are reliable cars. They will get you from here to Nakuru. But clearly, they will get you there. They will start smoking. They'll start overheating. But of importance is that it actually will get you to Nakuru. Is that where you want to continue playing? Do you want to continue playing that, eventually I get there, eventually I get my customers, eventually I get my revenue? Or do you want to go and digitalize your business so that your business, when you look at it, when somebody looks at the new business that you're running vis-a-vis where you were before you started the digitization journey, they can see some similarities. They can see, they used to offer, let's say, let me use cake business. They used to offer cakes, but they're not very creative in the way they do it. They're not very creative in the way they are able to ship them. I've seen people ship cakes over very long distances. They have invested in packaging material that is very good. where are you playing at? Do you want people to be seeing you and they're like, oh yeah, I remember her business. Yeah, she's made a few changes, etc. Or do you want to go all full out? You know, your before and after. The only semblance is the product you're selling, but how you package it, how you present it, how you talk about it, where you talk about it is completely different from where you were before you started the digitization journey. At the end of the day, the person who chooses the car at the top, the person who chooses the monster truck at the bottom, all of them are right. It all depends, like I said, on your type of business, how mature your business is in the marketplace, and also the personality of the business owner. There are some people who you have to take them slowly by slowly, and that's just who they are. And they are very they have their space in the marketplace. They take caution. So people, the ones who rush very quickly, get to stabilize they get to make more mistakes. And this one who moves slowly stabilizes and gets gradual progression, but they get there. So how do you want to get there? You might look at yourself and say, I scored. I'm like almost completely analog. And yeah, I need to get there. Do you want to go and zoom from being analog to completely being digital, and people won't even know what hit you? They will be like, I saw them, now we don't. If you look at the story, I don't know how many of you are conversant with Mudokinjo paints. Mudokinjo paints just zoomed past us. Now they even market in mainstream media at prime time. I mean, everybody talks about Mudokinjo. You can tell from the name where it came from. But they decided, you know what, us guys now, we are going big or going home, and they chose to go big. That's where they're playing. Other people might not have the tenacity, may not have the risk appetite to move in very quickly, but that doesn't mean they should get stuck. You can start where you are, then you make small, calculated, strategic moves, keep improving from where you are. You get like now this one, you move to a Toyota. I don't know whether it's a Toyota 110 or what it is. And then you keep growing until you get to either highly digitalized or fully digitally transformed. You see, what is important in this whole journey, ladies, women entrepreneurs, what is important is that you keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. Do not let distractions, do not let once you start going online, there are so many things you might learn that you didn't know before. Do not let the learning curve become so steep that it distracts you or it slows you down. Have an open mind, be willing to learn. Where masomo imefika mwisho, now you got into a place where now it is the new technology is past your bandwidth. Then engage people who are competent and conversant with what it is you want to adapt in your business, and let them help you be able to get to the place where you want to go to. What is important, ladies? Keep your eye on the ball. As Mariam Williamson told us, there's nothing enlightened about you shrinking so that other people do not get scared about what you're doing. So thank you. That is the end of our module and our webinar for today. We can have a few reactions and some few questions as we bring it to a close. Doreen, are there any questions?
Not questions yet, but a couple of entrepreneurs shared the digitalization process, and it's a good thing I've noticed. About 50% of them have made bold steps. They are digitized, and some are working towards digital transformation. So it's impressive progress, yeah.
Okay, that is good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Esther says, nice teaching. I am impressed. Dinel Joroge, how do I get to this specific lesson among others on the platform? Yes, Din, I think clearly it looks like people are having a challenge navigating the portal. First, watch the video that I've already done about how to sign up and to navigate. Once you get in, you need to click on the dashboard. But I will also do a short video and I will post it in the group so that those people who are still having challenges, then you can reach out to me, because now I am in the group. Just look out for Lily in the group and then get in touch with me. But I'll also do a video just in case more people are having challenges. Okay, Margaret says, thank you for the program. Looking forward to learn. And Helen says, this is a very informative session. Yes, and I see Doreen has put in the links for you. Yes, Margaret, I see your hand is up.
Oh, I just had a comment on the session. It's so enlightening. I didn't know digitalization and digitization were different things, and I really look forward to learning from you and sharing and learning from the other ladies. Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you so much. Yes, it was a pleasure. Yes, it's good that you found some value. Asante sana. Okay, anybody else with a comment or a question? Yes, Wamoyo, your hand is up.
Hi, everybody. Happy to be here. My question was, as I was listening to you, by the time we're through with this, and it is on the questions, by the time we're through with this, are we going to be digitally transformed or what at the end of this?
Okay, yes. Thank you for that question, Wamoyo. Yes, by the time you're done with this five weeks, you will have started your journey towards digital transformation. Like I said, some people, depending on where their business is, some of them already have a few things already in place. They just need to up their game. Others need to start from scratch. So the modules will help you start taking the steps. Now, consistency and adopting, because for you to be digitally transformed, there will be some cash investments, because you will need to bring in other systems into your business to run your business like completely on the digital space. So some people might not be able to do it that time within the 5 weeks, but they will have come up with a blueprint of how to do it when the time is right. There are those who will say, and we'll get that I think in module 3, where you're being asked, are you going to be setting up a website? If you don't have one, there are those who say, I'm not in a position right now. I can be able to do it maybe 6 months from now, etc. So there you will have all the foundational steps to help you move towards digital transformation. Will you be there? Chances are you may not be fully digitally transformed, but you will have digitalized a lot of things that you're doing, and you're doing them analog. All right. Have I answered your question, Wamoyo?
Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yes, you have. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Santi. Margaret, your hand is up also. Oh, your hand is now down. You had already asked the question. Okay. Any other questions, Doreen, in the chat?
Just some comments from Helen Dirito. Well, this was a very informative session. Then we have Dinel Njoroge. Thank you so much. From Evelyn Kiteto, very informative, very eye-opening. Thank you for having us. We have Mary Muglilia. Thank you, quite informative, and looking forward to learn more from everyone.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all, ladies. It was a pleasure getting to interact with you. I can see we have, oh yes, Joanne. Joanne, your hand is up. Joanne Mwaniki. All right. Joanne has raised her hand, and I don't know whether she raised it in error, or maybe you're trying to talk, Joanne, and you're muted or something. Okay, all right. Now that Joanne we're not able to hear her. In case, unless there's a question, I would beg to bring this to a close. Thank you so much, ladies, for showing up. This is the first step in your digital transformation. Let me tell you, I have seen businesses. I had a lady in cohort 1 who was doing, those improved hoodies that you put kitenge fabric and all that. And she was just doing it locally, distributing around Nairobi. And right now, as we speak, she got a shipment and she is taking her products to the US. Why? Because she decided, I will make myself vulnerable. I will start putting them out on TikTok. I will start putting them out on Instagram and on Facebook. It is your effort that will help, because you might decide, I will sell online, and then you post once every lunar eclipse. Really, by the time the eclipse is going round, people have even forgotten who you are and what you used to sell. You have to be consistent. It is effort. All this about getting digitally transformed is all about how much effort, how much are you ready to put in for you to start seeing the results and the rewards that you'd want. So my prayer to you is that you all go out there and you all do whatever you can in your small little way to make the steps. If you are the person who can go vroom, all the way, grace to you, more grace to you. Do it, we will cheer you on. If you are also the person that by nature you like taking calculated steps, do take the steps. The only thing that will be criminal is that you decide not to take any steps. Now, that will be wrong. You will be doing yourself a disservice. You will be doing your business a disservice. So I wish you all the best, ladies. It was a joy and honor being with you. Let's meet in the WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group, let's know what is happening so that we can be able to assist you. Yes, Doreen, you've raised your hand.
Not Lillian, sorry. Lucy wants to find out if we'll be sharing the recording for those who joined late.
Yes. The recording will be shared. We will share a link with you in the group so that you can be able to access it. Once the recording downloads, then we'll put it on YouTube. Then you can be able to access it from there. Okay. Any other question? Okay, thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. Sorry, we've taken a bit of your time for this one. I am so glad. Thank you for the emojis that you're sending. We are grateful, and we can't wait to walk this journey with you. Start where you are, make consistent steps towards getting into the digital space. There is so much you can do. And like I mentioned, we do invite subject matter experts. I'm really scouting for an AI person who can come and speak to SMEs. You see some of these AI people, they speak and then you're like, the information just flies over your face. I'm looking for someone who can speak SME language, get us from where we are, from using ChatGPT completely wrong and helping us to use AI to be able to position or to digitize or to digitalize our businesses. So that is one of the subject matter experts that I'm looking for to invite for the weekly subject matter webinars that we call the Business Wellness Roundtable. So have a good evening, ladies. Go out and purpose to do something in in the space that you are in. Zane is asking, is the subject matter expert you're looking for meant? Oh, sorry, the message has closed off. Is the subject matter expert you're looking for meant to be a woman only? I know one who would be fab, but it's a man. No. For the Business Wellness Roundtable, we welcome men attendees and men subject matter experts. So that one, get into my inbox, Zane. Let's do this. Okay, sawa ladies, have a very good evening. Let's engage. online, let's engage via email, let's engage via WhatsApp, and let's now go into the portal and start working on module 1 so that when we meet next week, your module 1 will be done and dusted. We will now be looking into module 2. So have a good and blessed evening and a good rest of the week. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.